Call Yahweh Shemel Shai. Call Yahweh Shemel Shai.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. To his younger brothers in his truth, peace, and love to the elect men and scattered across the four corners of this earth. And shalom unto the innumerable multitude, consisting of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners who are scattered amongst these heathens, who may look like these heathens, but spirit and bloodline goes back to an Israelite. This is your brother, Yunah Allah, coming again with another word of the day, and Lord willing, it's edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Again, this is the word of the day. It's coming from Ezekiel 28 and verse 25. And let's get into it. And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people among whom they are scattered. Again, the Israelites are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners, okay, who may look like the heathens, but bloodline, okay, and spirit goes back to an Israelite, okay, and we have been scattered throughout all these heathens, right, throughout the four corners of this earth, man. But again, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls God, okay, Jehovah, okay, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Yah means he, Hawa means is or exists, to be. Bahashem, Ba means in, Ha means the, Shem means name. Okay, and you have Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Okay, again, his true name in the Lashawan Kodash is Yahweh Shai. Yah means he, Hawa Shai means the deliverer or the savior. And again, that is our Messiah. Okay, you say that in the Lashawan Kodash by saying Hamashiach. Ha means the, Mashiach means Messiah or anointed. Okay, they're coming back to deliver us and save us, man. Okay, and it says, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen. Then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob. Okay, and the word of the day is the word servant. Okay, and when you go into this word servant in the blue letter Bible, right, it's H5650, Ibad. You have the I, the Ba, and the Da, right? And it means outline of biblical usage: slave, servant, man servant, subjects, servant, the most important worshipers of the Most High. And again, the slaves, the servants, and man servants or the subjects and the worshipers of the Most High are the Israelites, okay, who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai have scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, and today people know us as being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, it says servants in special sense as prophets, Levites, servants of Israel. Okay, again, most important, the servants of Israel. Okay, and who are Israel? Okay, and what they're talking about, the servants of Israel, the Israelites. Okay, Yasharallah. Yah means he, Shar means prince, Allah means power or God. He's the prince of the power. He's the prince of the Most High, man. Okay, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has chosen to be his servants. Okay, and he's coming to deliver us and save us, man. So I want to get some more precepts, and Lord willing, this is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And again, the word of the day is the word servant. You have it here in the Lashawan Kodash, Paleo Hebrew is from right to left. You have the I, the Ba, and the Da. So Ibad, okay, which is servant. And it says in Isaiah 14, 1 through 2, it says, for the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob. Okay, and who is Jacob? Jacob was our forefather who wrestled an angel. His name was changed to Israel. Okay, and that name trickled down to his 12 sons, and today with the 12 patriarchs, Judah all the way down to Issachar, right? It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And that land is the land of Israel, where the heathens are today, man. Okay, those small hats. It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. You see that? And these strangers here are talking about the Israelite foreigners. In verse 2 it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And this is very important, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we are his servants, right? But again, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, what he's coming to save us and deliver us and put us in our land, okay? All right, and guess what? With that, what comes? Servants and slaves, man. And these servants and these slaves of the Israelites will be these heathens, man. Okay. And it says, and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay. They shall rule over their oppressors, man. And with that's what's about to happen. Those that oppress us, because again, Judah and Israel was oppressed together. The north and southern kingdom, right? The northern and southern kingdom were oppressed together, man. All right, Judah all the way down to Issachar, still to this day. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is about to save his servants, okay, and put them on top, right? Which is us, Lord willing, with the elect, and about to give the heathens, okay, that has been our has been like lords over us, kings over us, right? And we have been their slaves. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to turn that upside down, man. I mean, ultimately we're the right side up, because we're going to be on top and they're going to be down, and that's the right way. That's how the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has said it to be. So let's get Revelation 7:3-4, because it says, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we seal the servants of the Most High in their foreheads. Okay, and this is ultimately what started with the 144,000 men, 12,000 out of each of the 12 tribes of Israel, making up 144,000 as we keep reading verse 4. Okay, and what the Lord is saying, what don't destroy the earth yet, right, until all prophecy be fulfilled, because we still have to go through what prophecy, man. All right, the MOTB, which is the RFH, which is the RFIDCHIP. And you better not take it in your left or your right hand, or you will feel the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So again, it says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. And again, these are the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Going back to the Hebrew word of the day, Ibad. Okay, and with that, what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to make these heathens, okay, which the Lord has reputed as nothing, okay, and they be unto like dog and spittle, all right, they're about to be our servants, man. So Psalms chapter 123, verse 2, it says, behold, as the eyes of the servants look upon the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, until that he have mercy upon us. You see, and guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is finna bring that everlasting mercy, everlasting joy, okay, that everlasting salvation, man. Okay, and again, with that come with the glory and praises, us being immortal, okay, us enjoying our family, our kids, okay, the time on earth, okay, baby, to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, okay, without going off, okay, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing, all that come with it. And guess what? Servants and handmaids, which are gonna be these heathens, man. All right. So verse 4, next precept, which is the fourth precept I listed, is 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 1-2. It says, let a man so account of us as of the ministers of a Mashiach and stewards of the mysteries of the Most High. You see? And let me read it again. Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Hamashiach and stewards of the mysteries of the Most High, okay, which is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh. And you see, I had left a little note right here. It says the KJV uses ministers and stewards here, which carries the same meaning of service in this context, okay, which also work going back to the word servant, okay. The only people that could be the ministers or stewards are the servants of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh, is the children of Israel, man. Okay. So verse 2, it says, moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. And that's very important to have faith, because faith without works is dead, man. So we have to have both of those things, man. Okay. So the next precept I want to get is in 2 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, and thou shalt smite the house of Ahab thy master, that I may avenge the blood of my servants, the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of the Lord at the hand of Jezebel. And guess what? This same spirit is coming back. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh is about to avenge the blood of his people. Again, it says the righteous blood cried up unto me, roughly paraphrasing, in the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, the Lord hear our pleas. He hear us complaining. Okay. So guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh is about to deliver his servants. Going back to the word of the day, servant, which is Ibad. Okay. So the last precept I want to get is Revelations 19 and verse 2. It says, for true and righteousness are his judgments, for he have judged the great whore. And who is that talking about? That great whore? America, Babylon, the great man. Okay, and guess what? The Most High judgments are righteous, man. Everything he does is righteous. Okay, for he have judged the great whore, America, which did corrupt the earth with her fornications, through her philosophies, okay, through the media, the education system, all right, much more, movies, okay, the music. And it says, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand. You see, so again, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh is about to avenge the blood of his servants. Okay, again, how you say the word servant? Our servants in the Rashawan Kadash. All right, the ancient tongue, the ancient Hebrew, the holy tongue. All right, is Ibad. You have the I, the Ba, and the Da. All right, the Ba and the Da is connected, so it's Ibad. Ibad. Okay. So again, Revelation 19 and 2, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he have judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants, which are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and at her hand. And this is about to come here very, very soon, and it's prophesied. Okay, and much more things have to come before this actually take place, man. So, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh. Once we go, while we went into this word of the day, and again, the word of the day is Ibad, okay, which is translated to the English as servants, or servant, or servants, okay. So again, Lord willing, this was edifying through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh. And once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Ba'ashim Rahahakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well to us younger brothers in the truth. Peace and love to the elect men that scattered across the four corners of this earth, and shalom unto that new multitude consistent of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners who are scattered amongst these heathens, who may look like these heathens, but spirit and bloodline goes back to an Israelite. It's like it. Abba, Kwame Shalom.